Hello everyone, it's the Black Shadow here, in person, on camera, new webcam actually for that matter, and you know what that means? It's super duper important update video time. As I've been mentioning on the scheduling video I did at the beginning of the week, on the Outright Raffle stream I did a couple weeks ago, there's been a lot of stuff going on, and as you've probably noticed from the video length, this is probably going to have a bit of length to it, so there will be timestamps in the video description down below if you're only interested in particular parts. If you're not interested in this sort of first section, talking about everything that's been going on and what's going to be happening going forward, if you're not interested in that, though you should be, you can skip forward to whatever point in the timestamps it is to talk more about video scheduling for the rest of the month, Resident Evil 3 Remake, etc., stream plans, and all the rest of it. Although all that is a little bit up in the air at the moment, but again, for reasons I'm about to explain. So, first off, so yeah, as I'd mentioned, there have been some ongoing issues that have been occurring where I've been living. They've been ongoing for a little while now, I suppose, but in the past, like 2 or 3 weeks, definitely intensified. And to bring a long story as short as I can make it, said problems were basically forcing me with the potential that I was going to have to leave this house, and potentially leave it very, very quickly, very, very nastily, and it was not looking good in any respect for anyone involved. Now, while these said issues that were kind of forced in the situation have kind of alleviated themselves somewhat, I still had a period of, over the past couple of weeks or so, of having to reevaluate my choices and my decisions. I've been here for a couple of years now since my trip over to the States. In the result of everything that's been going on, I've been able to sort of explore options and bits and pieces around of what the heck's been going on and what I should look to do. And this has not just been looking at options in the city I live, Milton Keynes, but also in options outside of that. Suffice to say, the past couple of weeks have been very busy. They've not been great on me health-wise, by any stretch. There's been all sorts of pieces going on. The stress of it has not been too great. Hence why I've done the scheduling, just to take that off of my plate. So, 2 days ago it was now, I paid a visit a little bit further up north to a little town called Tamworth. It's a little bit outside of Birmingham. And the reason as I was up there is that I was invited up there by an acquaintance of mine who had a house that he was looking for lodgers. And so after a little bit of sort of sorting bits out, I went up there 2 days ago. Spent about 12 hours up there. I walked a hell of a distance, went all over the place, and it was actually a really nice time. And ultimately came back, had a good sleep overnight, sort of thinking about my decisions. And the long story of it is that I have accepted said offer. I am going to be moving house in about... Well, we don't actually know when we're going to be moving, but we're looking to possibly make the move in anywhere between about 3 and about 6-ish weeks' time. This is a little bit dependent on things that I've got to finish up here in the city, a little bit dependent on what happens on his end, and is also somewhat dependent on the coronavirus teeth back in, coronavirus crisis, say that 10 times really fast. Obviously, that is currently engulfing many parts of the world, and in 3 to 6 weeks' time, it may affect me actually looking to make a move. That's very possible, but you can't cater for that, so whatever else. So there's a bit of a gap. We haven't agreed a physical date to do it yet, either. So the good news is that as far as disruption to the channel is concerned, there actually may not be all that much that will affect it. The worst case scenario, which things honestly were looking like they were going to be going down for quite some time, was going to totally negatively impact the channel. I wouldn't have had an idea really when I was going to be recording, where I was going to be recording, how I was going to get processed, how I was going to get uploaded. All of these things were looking completely all over the joint, folks. But it looks like that things should see minimal disruption in amongst me making this move. It will likely be for a period of maybe a couple of weeks, a little bit of minor disruption, back end of April, coming into the month of May. That's probably about all that should affect the channel as such as that's going. And that, of course, is really damn good news, simply because of the fact of, you know, Resident Evil 3 Remake is out in like 3 weeks. And I really didn't want to have any disruption over that particular period. It is shaping up to possibly be the busiest period. It's shaping up to possibly be the busiest period this channel has ever seen. And especially now that we've just crossed over the 4,000 subscriber mark, which is awesome. Thank you much for you guys for doing so, subscribing, and hopefully enjoying the content. If you've subscribed and you don't enjoy the content, then I'm not going to stop you. I mean, go for it, sure. You know, I don't mind. I'm not picky. But I didn't really want to have too much disruption over this period, and luckily that shouldn't particularly happen. It's a bit nervy, however, doing this sort of thing, I must admit, on a personal level, because although I have been involved in a couple of house moves even since I've started this channel, I've never involved one that involves me, you know, moving away from where I live. And, you know, that's, I guess, just a part of being an adult. And you have to take these opportunities as and when they appear, folks. You can only be so choosy. As I said to I've said to a couple of people, timing does mean a hell of a lot, and the timing of this is fairly fortuitous regarding everything that's happening. So I think it's going to be the best thing for me to do to make the move. Now, when I'm there, I can't say at this point what impact it will have in regards to the channel. I do obviously still intend to keep on with it, but undoubtedly, once I get there, I will have schedule changes. I will have other things that I will need to start doing while I'm over there. And it's totally impossible to know what impact it will have on the channel at this point. Obviously, once I know more, a little bit closer to that sort of time, then I can obviously let you guys know as and where I best can. It probably means I'm not going to be able to have situations I've got like 3 or 4 different series on running. I might just have like a main series, maybe a little other thing from side to time, and maybe like the odd stream here and there. I literally don't know. It's pure speculation, and I wouldn't even want to hazard a guess at it at the moment, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. But no, hence why there's stuff all back there, because I'm busy clearing up for all my old stuff, trying to work out what I've got, what I need to take with me, all that sort of business. And yeah, I'm excited to do it. I'm looking forward to doing it, and I reckon in the long run it's going to be really beneficial for me. It's just, you know, you're moving away from friends and family and a life that I've only spent establishing here for the past 26 years. And yeah, it's impossible not to be a bit anxious about doing such a thing. But I have faith that it will work. I have faith that I will make it work. And yeah, while I accept that it will involve a bit of a change in how I live my life, and the way I go about things, it's about making the best of it. And I honestly think just purely making the move, although Tamworth is a slightly smaller place than Milton Keynes, it's really nice over there. I quite enjoy my time over there, and you know, it's just a case of a fresh start, blank canvas, new beginnings, all the rest of those cliches. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It should be a fascinating journey over the next few years, even if it's a bit scary looking at times. Right, so with that all rather concisely said for once in this channel's history, it's time to talk a bit more about actual videos and the ongoing stuff on the channel. So the scheduling sort of business I've been doing over the past few weeks or so has definitely made my life significantly easier over the past several weeks. Because of everything that's been going on. It's allowed me to kind of focus on all that and deal with all the rest of it, while the videos kind of uploading themselves as best as they can. There have been some unintended side effects of this. The Twitter for the channel has been a lot quieter, because normally what usually ends up happening here is that when I go to upload a video I had done beforehand, I physically go to YouTube and I upload it. So the whole basic is that while I upload it, I can either get a link for the video, I can go onto Twitter and post it, I can go onto the Discord and post it, and all that sort of stuff. Since I've been automating via YouTube when the videos get uploaded via the scheduler, It means that quite a lot of the time, especially over the past few weeks, I've not actually been around to physically post those links to Twitter and to the Discord. Now, the Discord's okay because there's been people and folks on the Discord been pitching in, helping to post links to videos as and when I've not been around, and it's much appreciated. But I don't really have the same luxury with the Twitter sphere. So that has indeed been a lot quieter. I honestly don't know how many people get their links via the Twitter. I honestly have no idea. There's metrics you can measure via the YouTube. There's metrics you can even sort of try and measure via the Discord sometimes. But the amount that use the Twitter, I have literally no idea. Apart from when I get asked questions, have little conversations here and bits and pieces on the Twitter sphere. I don't know how the links go. It's one of those things. So yeah, but on the whole, it's been good to schedule it out. There have been a couple of cases where a couple of videos that have been uploaded have not been being notified on YouTube. And again, this is all basically coming back to when I spend a day uploading like a stream worth of videos. It tends to have a knock-on impact for the next couple of days or so, which is regretful. But again, this is one of those things. I'm still quite happy to upload, and I much prefer uploading the streams in sort of like 30-40 odd minute chunks. I just think it's a far easier for people to watch the videos in respect of kind of knowing where they are. I don't expect everyone to if I upload like 6 hour stream, I don't expect everyone to sit it and watch it in 6 block hours. It's you're not going to do that. And only having the one video and sometimes remembering where you've stopped can be a bit pesky. So that's why I like breaking up the videos. Oh, sorry. Like breaking up the videos so people can keep track of that much better. We've had this discussion before. But just a warning that has indeed been happening. But, yeah, I say, it's been a good news regardless, and I do intend to continue to do scheduling, at least for the foreseeable future. I'm going to be doing the scheduling until, basically, I've gotten myself set up in Tamworth. So there's probably going to be another couple of months or so of this. Once we get into like May/June and my schedule kind of makes itself clear what I will and won't be able to do, I can relook at the situation. But for the time being, we will be continuing with the scheduler. Speaking of said scheduler, I've got another one uploaded. And this is what it looks like for the rest of March. So here we are on Friday the 13th. Good day, right? And this is where we're going for the next couple of weeks. So, now that Resident Evil 6 has been finished, as you'll see here in the next couple of weeks or so, this has allowed me a bit of an opportunity to focus on getting videos up a little bit more of our 3 other series that are currently ongoing. RTK, with Alonso Horizon, which I've mentioned, we are very far ahead in videos. We've recorded up to about like part 38 or something. So I'm going to be getting videos out of that fairly briskly over the next few weeks or so. Dead Rising 2, which I said I do want to get finished before Remake 3 comes out live. And the plan here, again, getting videos up a little bit more hastily from that. We've got parts 10 and 11 the next 2 days. And then even this scheduling here, getting up to, say, a part 18 on the 29th. I've recorded up to 12 at this point. I don't know necessarily how many videos it's going to take to actually beat Dead Rising 2, but I estimate about 20-ish. So I reckon that the series should be getting finished on the following week, with, of course, Remake 3 being uploaded and being out on the Friday. So I may not be able to get it finished entirely before it's uploaded and starts, but I will do my damnedest. Dark Cloud, obviously we've been going on here. We've not got too far to go now. We are definitely in the penultimate dungeon, and to be honest, it's not a particularly big dungeon either. So I honestly would be surprised if this lasts past April. But again, I don't know. There is a big giant super dungeon to the game. However, it's 99 floors, and I don't think I'm going to be doing it. As much as I've enjoyed Dark Cloud, I'm pretty sure, having gone through the whole main game, I'm fairly sure that we have satisfied the request that has come forward. If anything, I have well and truly exceeded it at this point already, but I'm enjoying Dark Cloud enough that I can justify finishing it off. So, hence, we're going to be doing 3 videos a week for the next couple of weeks or so. I will worry about scheduling. We've got all this here on the 29th of March. Once we hit the Monday of going into April. I will do ourselves another update video for April, and then I will schedule out the plans for how we're going to be uploading stuff for RE3 Remake and all the rest of it. But there you go, there's all the videos that are going on. Now, as far as streaming is concerned, streaming is going to be picking up back up. It has been fairly quiet so far this year, but of course, in the lead up to Resident Evil 3 Remake, we have got plenty going on. So, this Sunday from 5 PM UK time, we have ourselves another raffle, little mini raffle here. This may be one of the last raffles that I'll be doing on the channel for quite some time. Of course, once Remake 3 does come out, Project Resistance will be coming on live with it, and I do intend to be doing, at best, I'm looking to actually do like a weekly stream of Project Resistance, because I think it's going to be, I think it is going to actually be quite entertaining, and I will be putting in plenty of time into it, so there'll be some streams going on there, which means we've got 3 weekends to run up with. So, Sunday, we're going to be doing a stream, a little raffle stream, 5 till 9. On the 21st and 22nd, we will be returning to one of the favourite streams that the channel's ever done, and that is the randomizer for Resident Evil Remake 1 on the PC. We've done a few runs of these over the course of the past few years. They've always been great entertainment. Of course, the last one we did, the technically possible seed, which turned out that the seed that was generated for us was actually impossible to beat, and so I had to break the randomizer to make it possible, and then fix the randomizer so that we could actually carry on with it properly. It was one of the most craziest streams I've ever done. And just racking my head around it. It was like a giant puzzle, even more than Resident Evil game can normally be. I've scheduled that for both Saturday and Sunday from 4 PM because depending on what the randomizer is like, I cannot guarantee that the randomizer stream will be finished in one day. A few of them have required a second day, so I've blocked off both just in case that we require that. And then the big one, the weekend before Resident Evil 3 Remake comes out, we will be returning to Resident Evil 2 Remake, where I'll be doing 2 streams from 4 PM till 10 on the Saturday and Sunday. We will be tackling, finally, the Leon A and Claire B scenarios. These are the 2 scenarios that we did not do in my initial run of the game back in last year. And as such, I will be doing a full live stream run of both of them via PS4 over the course of that weekend, and I'm very looking forward to that. It should be good to return to the game, see how it's held up, and it'll be a nice little warm-up as well for Friday as far as that's concerned as well. So I encourage everyone to come along, join for that. It should be a great little experience as far as that's concerned. Nothing about this should be particularly changing, either schedule-wise. Again, we'll touch upon April once we get past here and we get this done. I do intend to get the remake. I don't know exactly when I'm going to get these remake streams up, because this is going to take some time to get these ready and rock and roll. If I can get these up for like the Wednesday, that'd be great. I don't really want it up on the Thursday because this is going to interfere possibly with the Friday uploads. I'll have to see what I can do here, but it might be a case of, it might be a little bit of time until I can get this on YouTube, because as well, once Remake 3 does come out, my recording and processing time is going to be dominated by that and Resistance, so we'll have to see how we go. Now, a question that I have been getting asked a bit, and I'll answer on this video as well, is regarding Resident Evil 6 Mercenaries, and if I will actually be delving into Resident Evil 6 Mercenaries now that we've completed the main game. As you will gather from the upload schedule, you'll notice that there is no RE6 Mercs, and the reason for that is that I just don't think there's time for me to do it realistically at this moment. Between trying to get Dead Rising 2 finished before RE3 Remake comes out, Dark Cloud being an RPG means that it does take a little bit of work, and there are lots of off-screen work I have to do for that as well anyways. And we've got 3 sets of streams coming up, some possibly going over 2 days in the lead up to Remake 3's release. And also the fact that I'm going to be potentially moving house in about a month or so. It's not going to happen beforehand, folks. It's as simple as that. The time is not going to be there, which I do regret. What I will, however, look to do is once things have calmed down on the other side, so as we sort of push into the summer, hopefully I'll have an opportunity to spend a couple of weeks or so delving into the RE6 Merc. So I do want to give it a go. I've been hearing that actually it's not all that bad. It can be pretty good. Of course, there's a whole variety of characters you can use for that as well, which would be kind of fun to play around with. But at this exact moment in time, there's just no way it's going to happen. And it's unfortunate, but that's just being brutally honest with you guys. Come the summer, we'll see how things stand. Right, folks, so that's going to be all for the update video. So thank you all as much, as always, for watching. We've got ourselves, there it is there, 4K subscribers. Oh, yeah. So, as always, if you do want to get in contact with the channel, feel free to post any questions that you do have on the comment section below, and I'll respond to them as best as I can. You can also get in contact with me via the channel's Twitch page, at twitch.tv/blackshadow993. We're currently all hosting Jen, who's playing, what the hell is she playing? Tomb Raider 3, apparently. I do not remember this in Tomb Raider 3, like, at all. This looks, like, completely alien to me, but hey-ho. We've got ourselves the calendar. We've got a little countdown timer for all the streams that we'll be doing. I will be updating this section here after the recording this. I totally forgot about this, so I'll get that self uploaded and updated, so that's great. You can also as well contact us on the Twitter sphere at blackshadow993, where I'll be hopefully posting bits and pieces of videos as and when it is appropriate. Alonso's kind of covering the RTK videos for me, so I'm kind of retweeting and liking those best as I can as and where possible. And of course, you can contact me via there, any questions you have, as well as absurd gifts. Channel, of course, as well, does have a Patreon as well, blackshadow993. Oh, patreon.com/blackshadow993, I should say. So if you fancy to sponsor and assist the channel in any monetary way you so sees fit, then all that is definitely appreciated. Every penny that goes into the Patreon is put back into the channel. My holiday fund, unfortunately, does not benefit from this. Anything from just $1 a month to, getting hold of lovely mugs and other bits and pieces, to even sponsoring series, as you've seen a few of them over the course of the channel's history. And of course, the main thing as well to mention is the channel's Discord section as well. There's a link of that in the video description as well, with our latest releases section, which is basically what a lot of people have been using outside of YouTube to keep track of videos as and when they've come up. We've got our bulletin board of various bits of information, our thread of RTK, our guide for setting up the Outbreak Online series as well, gaming sections, image dumps. It's obligatory now, isn't it? Yeah, we've definitely got this. What's the damn thing? All right, then. What do we got today? God damn it. I hate myself. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. And, yes, this video is actually not taking as long as I thought it was going to be, so hurrah for that. Take care, yourselves, everyone. Please, please, please be really damn vigilant with the whole the coronavirus crisis. Vigilance is everything, everyone. And if I don't see you all around the channel for the next couple of weeks or so, for whatever reason, I am very, very sure that I'll be meeting and seeing plenty of you for Resident Evil 3 Remake. April 4th for everyone. April 3rd, even. It is going to be... I think it's going to be really good. I'm looking forward to it. And dare I say, it needs to be good. Otherwise, there's going to be problems. Take care, everyone. I'll see you then.